What's up, everybody? This is Rocky, and you guys have been watching Fluffy Flamingos, where we teach you cool magic tricks and how to better your films. But today, I figured I'd just take a step back and just show you what I do when I'm bored. I just love learning. It's my favorite thing in the world is to learn. And I just love learning about the camera and about sleight of hand and all of that, and combining the two has been the coolest thing I think I've ever done in my life. As you saw in that video, I dropped a lot of cards and there was a big mess, and I didn't get everything every single time because I'm human. What I'm saying is that everybody messes up. Even the big idols of magic like Adam Wilbur and Daniel Madison, Chris Ramsey, David Blaine, everybody messes up all the time. They have to practice to get where they're at. I don't want you guys to feel like if you fail then you're done and you can't do it anymore. It took me 1 year to learn how to do that. It took me a week to learn how to spring. In this video there's a trick where I put your card back in the pack and then I sprung it and your card flips upside down. It's really cool, but that took me 2 years to figure out how to do, and I've been doing magic for 5 years. So when I'm doing a magic trick and I'm trying to impress people, it makes it so much more enjoyable that I worked hard for that smile. And they weren't smiling or laughing because I goofed. They weren't smiling or laughing because they're like, oh yeah, I know someone way better than this, as I literally just dropped half the cards. I feel accomplished because what I'm doing, making people smile and laugh, is because of my efforts. All this practice I'm putting into this stuff all the time pays off. I make memories with people. Like I said in my last video, what's more impossible than this magic trick that I'm doing is the connection I'm making with a total stranger. It just blows my mind how incredible that is. How strong that is. As much as I love seeing the skills of others, there's one thing that I never really see on YouTube. When it comes to vloggers and magicians or cardists, I don't see a lot of you. Have you ever seen like America's Got Talent where someone sings and they sing in a different way and the crowd's just kind of crying and they're like, you know what, you just showed us a piece of yourself from that song. It's hard to do that with cardistry or with magic, but it is doable. And what I don't see is this side of myself I'm showing you right now, this side that's vulnerable. Vulnerable is good. We are human. We need to practice. We need to learn. We need to live in the moment a little bit more. Went out onto the street and I did some magic for a couple of dudes I ran into, and they really liked it. And at the end of the gig, they gave me a flat out $100 bill. That was new for me. That's never happened for me before. It felt good. Not because of the money. I mean, obviously it was a big plus, but the fact that they liked me enough, liked my personality, liked my show enough, that they would pay me anything at all, especially an amount that big. Guys, as a magician, you have to understand that we're not above anybody. We're not here to trick people. We're not here to fool anybody. That is just what we do as a way to connect with people. That is the job. The job is to connect with people and find a way to make them feel better in their day. Get that smile, get that laugh, get that moment where everything else just stands still. Just you and that audience. And for a split moment before everything's over, there's just this mist in the air. And it is just pure magic. There's no tricking or fooling, just emotion. But I feel like this is really important for you guys to know. That you guys can't just keep going through the motions of tricking and fooling and be like, oh yeah, I got him so good. Now give me my cash. Because that's not what this job is. It's magic. We do the impossible. Just practice more. I promise you'll see great results. I love all of you guys so much, and I just want you guys to do the best you can. On another note, my brother's wedding is tomorrow. Last night was the photo shoot. Here's what I got so far if you're interested into what everything looks like so far. It was a beautiful destination. I'll show you a quick clip and then I'll get back to whatever I was going to tell you.
My goodness, don't you remember when you went first to school? You went to kindergarten. And in kindergarten, the idea was to push along so that you could get into first grade. And then push along so that you could get into second grade, third grade, and so on, going up and up. And then you went to high school, and this was a great transition in life. And now the pressure is being put on. You must get ahead. You must go up the grades and finally be good enough to get to college. And then when you get to college, you're still going step by step up to the great moment in which you're ready to go out into the world. And then when you get out into this famous world comes the struggle for success in profession or business. And again, there seems to be a ladder before you, something for which you're reaching all the time. And then, suddenly, when you're about 40 or 45 years old in the middle of life, you wake up one day and say, I've arrived. You were always living for somewhere where you aren't. And while, as I said, it is of tremendous use for us to be able to look ahead in this way and to plan, there is no use planning for a future, which when you get to it and it becomes a present, you won't be there. You'll be living in some other future which hasn't yet arrived. And so in this way, one is never able actually to inherit and enjoy the fruits of one's action. You can't live at all unless you can live fully now.
So yeah, that's the wedding photos, basically what happened last night. Wedding is tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm very excited for my brother. So because of the wedding, I will be busy tomorrow, so I'm going to be uploading this in its place, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It will be next week. I have time. Be ready for those videos to pump out, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys then in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your summer vacation, a wonderful rest of your life, everything. I hope everything goes well. I'll see you later.